America. Half of you should know me, right? Other half a replica.
Hey everybody, any fans of Borderlands in the house? You're probably going to like this. This is Brian McNett. He's lead shader artist from the Borderlands team at Gearbox. I'm on the Borderlands team right now. We're going to show you some technology that we're building within UE4 that will power the next Borderlands game. What you're going to see is not a video game, it's a technology demonstration. We use Unreal Engine 4 to render a non-realistic art style, the style that you come to know as the Borderlands art style. This is a very simple scene.
Okay, well, we're getting Borderlands 3 back. I'm kind of super hyped, but I'm wondering if they're going to make it for PS4 or Xbox One. If they're going to do that, they have to wait until I get mine. But the texture and the details and like how it is, it's going good so far. I like how the texture is, and it actually gets shadows. Like it's actually cool, but I wonder who's the Vault Hunters and the storyline. How is it gonna connect to the storyline? And I wonder which planet is this. If it's Pandora, then good. We saw Pandora to play with as a planet. So yeah, let's keep going.
Now, I want you to remember that the Borderlands art style is sort of represented by a confluence of techniques. Most of the Borderlands art style comes from the content itself, the form of the environment, silhouettes and movement of characters, the color and line work within the surfaces of objects. But there's some fundamental rendering technologies that contribute to the look that we are exploring for the next generation. Now, I think the technique that most of you probably attribute to Borderlands the most is the edge outline. It's not cell shading, but we do outline the edges. And if he goes into the black and white view, you can see this approach for Borderlands 2, Borderlands 1, and Borderlands the pre-sequel.
Yeah, they do have a point right there. That's how everything was in all three of those games.
This is a standard Sobel-Feldman edge detection operator. It's a solid, uniform line weight around the outlines of objects that we detect in the rendering. Now, we want to evolve this look for the future. We want to make it more natural and basically next gen. Then we go to variable line weight. This is really important. We also want to do inside silhouettes and edge lines. So if you look at the black and white view again, you can see that there's detailed line work with a variable line weight on the inside of the objects now to highlight more detail in the scene. But with variable line weight on the inside and the outside of the edge lines, we can now kind of show detail that's affected by the lighting and the orientation of the camera. So we can look at the scene again in color. And now edges are only a part of it. The surface materials themselves are very important. The artists contribute to the look and feel of the graphic style by how they paint the materials. Now this is a test sphere, and it shows some materials, a material on there, and you'll notice there's little black outlines, edges around it. Those black outlines are drawn into the materials themselves, and they're kind of similar to that edge outline, but they're drawn onto the material. We want to render those edge outlines in ways that aren't affected by the lighting of the scene. So now we can isolate those, and we can make them look like wet ink. So you'll notice that only the black outlines are reflective, like as if it's a wet ink, or we can make them look like metal. Or we can keep them as solid black lines, just like the edge outlines in the scene, and now they're not taking any...
Oh, they actually did something at least new that we can do.
Light at all. There's no highlights there. This is really important for the artist's scribbles and doodles and cross-hatching, which simulates cross-hatching. You'll see there's now a cross-hatch layer. And why we had to advance even further is in the Borderlands work that we do, we tend to do a lot of kit bashing. We'll use assets in lots of interesting ways, lots of different ways. We'll scale those assets up and down. And when we scale an asset up, it will actually change the scale of that cross-hatching, which makes it inconsistent with the line work that we're doing on the edges. So we wanted to work with an experiment with a procedural approach to this, using artist-generated crosshatches, but rendering them more procedurally on the surfaces of the object. So if we start with this gray sphere and we put a crosshatch on it that's now procedural and mapped to the object, you can see that it'll hold the same consistency at any scale. And in fact, we also want to show a roughness.
I'm just like, I don't really care too much about the graphics. It can't be like last gen. Well, I like I don't care too much. Like I care if they just like looks new, but if it's like if it's like new, then I think it's too much. So I'm kind of like in the middle between last gen and new gen. So I'm in like a middle. So that's why I'm skipping all these parts. Cause like I think the graphics are too much for the players like us or gamers. That's caused us to some people care about them, but I just don't. Not that much.
Patches and the highlights are affected by that normal map. That's pretty awesome stuff.
So I wonder what this is.
So let's look at actually a production asset with this technology on it. So this is a real asset, and the moons might be in different positions.
Oh.
Totally opaque bodies in the scene.
Okay, we got this character. I think she's a female.
Called subsurface scattering. You see that tarp is made of cloth, and her body she's got skin, right? And if you've ever shown you the light on your phone through your own hand, you can see the light will actually pass through surface. It's not always absorbed by the surfaces. I want you to forget about the fact that we cleverly placed the camera here so that her shoulder pad is occluding her face. Don't worry about the character. Worry about the technology right now. If we go inside, we can see that the light actually shines through, so that where the character is, she's occluding the sun. It creates a shadow there. Set it up in advance exactly where we want it to make it look right. One of the cool things about this, if we take this one step further, is we can have these lights actually corrupt, distort, and affect those shadow maps, those crosshatches and those highlights that I was talking about. So here's a case where the lighting is actually corrupting and distorting towards the shadows in real time. Game from Gearbox might look like. Now,
this has got to be Scooter's thingy. Scooter's yard when he makes all the cars.
I do want to remind you that this is not a video game. This is a technology demonstration of some ongoing research and development at Gearbox Software. Some or all of the technologies that I demonstrated may be utilized for future Gearbox Software video games. If you are a technology company that thinks you could benefit from a partnership with Gearbox as we explore this technology, feel free.
So I'm probably thinking that we're gonna play with third person, cause we're always too much with first person. I don't mind going third person. It's just like they should decide, just like GTA 5, like you could go to third person or first person. If they added that, then I will love them because like I don't mind going to first person. Like at least like I just want to know kind of what the character looks like. You can go to the customization. That's how you can go to third person and go look at yourself, or I don't know, other ways like in the starting menu when you like look at your character. But I just want to do it during the game, not like going somewhere that's wasting my time doing something that I really want to do. So what I'm hoping for is when they're done making this game, they should added ability that you can go to third or first person, because some people are into one of those things. I'm into most of the first person because I get to see everything around me, but with third person you get to see more. But it's just like how you're gonna shoot and kill is like in third person. But I just want to look more detailed around where I am. That's what I will go to third person for.
To reach out to me. If you're a talented developer that would like to work with us on this technology and help us push it further, please let us know. Also, if you're a customer that's looking forward to a future Borderlands game, we're working on it.
You better, cause I gotta need my Borderlands, bro. I love the series.
We'll get you soon. On behalf of all the talented artists and programmers and designers and developers at Gearbox Software, I'm thankful that you took the time to see this with us. I also want to thank Tim for letting us come up on stage, and everybody on his team for delivering the incredible Unreal Engine 4 technology that we're using to power our future games. Thank you.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, he only talked about most of the technology. I just want to see how the game was like how would the graphics look and what characters are we playing. Well, we haven't got anything yet, but I hope soon, because the Borderlands 3 is coming out this year, but any month exactly, or any day. It could be this month or any day exactly. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section about Borderlands 3 if any of y'all are ready for it. Be sure to, I don't know, play it, but don't give me any spoilers because I haven't got the game yet. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy. Let me know again in the comment section what do you think of Borderlands 3. I'm pretty hyped about it, and I can't wait to get it soon. Yeah, so if you enjoyed, just leave a like. If not, that's fine. Hope you guys enjoy, and see you guys next time. Peace.
But if you close your eyes